Hi guys, welcome back. Well, the box is full yet again of pickups. I've got games from 13 different systems to show you. Let's see what bargains I've managed to get this time. Right, well, I'm going to start with the system of my youth. It wasn't actually a console, it was the computer, and it was the Commodore 64 computer. And for that, I've picked up Blue Max. And apart from the case is a little scuffed, this is in fantastic condition. I've got the instructions, which is one of the things that normally go missing with a lot of these games. And there you have it, cassette. But I can't get the damn thing back in, I spent many an hour playing this. I doubt you're going to be able to see much on the back of there, but the Blue Max is a fantastic game, and one that you've never tried, you really do need to check this one out. What I also picked up, and I've been after this for quite some time, is the fantastic It Came from the Desert for the Amiga. And this box is in an absolute cracking condition. But just to show you the insides of this, discs are in there. You all know what 3.5-inch floppies look like, or you should do by now. Instructions. What we got here? Warranty cards. City of Lizard Breath, the map, and it's in astoundingly good condition, as if it's hardly ever been used. So I'm really happy to finally add that to my collection. Right, we're going to jump up a little bit now. We're going to go to the PlayStation 1, and I've only picked up 2 games for that, and that is Blade. Don't know how much of that you're going to be able to make out, but again, warranty card, manual, complete, and looking at the back of this really does actually look half decent. It's time to purge your demons. So I've got Blade, but I also got this one. Never come across this one before. Electronic Arts game Warhammer Dark Omen. Sorry about the glare. And again on the back there, I don't know how much. Oh, sorry, the glare's so. Don't know how much of that you're going to make out. But this does look brilliant. Looks like a strategy game. I've not put it on yet. Enter the world of Warhammer and experience real-time strategy combat in a fully 3D environment. So really happy to pick up that one as well. Now, moving on over to the Panasonic 3DO. I've not been able to pick up a lot of these games for quite some time now. And I'll start with Total Eclipse. Which one was mine? Right. So there you have it, Total Eclipse. Now, a lot of these would have been in a bigger box. The case is damaged on this one, but you've got the game there, and the manual is also the front cover, because like I say, it probably would have been in a bigger box. Now, I already have this game, to be quite honest, but it's different. Just to prove it, my game's at the bottom. The spine is a completely different colour. It's the same reference number on both, DFJN 5015ZAZ, so same reference numbers, but that's my one, and obviously it's advertising a different game. That's the one on the new one. Not got a clue why. Don't know if it's because maybe it's a slightly different region. Not got a clue, so I'm going to hang on to this one at the moment and do a bit more research on that, just in case. Yeah, something turns out to be worth a lot more than what I thought. But I also picked up, because I am a big FIFA fan, I know they're to a penny. FIFA Soccer, which year was this now? Doesn't say. That's a bugger. Not sure what year this was, unless it's going to quickly tell me on the back. 1994. Wow. FIFA International Soccer. So I've got all of them more or less, but it's nice to add that to the collection. Foes of Ali. I've managed to pick up that as well. Yeah, there's the back. Again, just to show you the inside, the manual and everything. And it's in pretty good condition, you know. In fact, there's not one blemish. I know you can't probably make that up, but it's not one blemish there on the disc. So that's a fantastic condition. I really am happy. And for a change, these cases as well are not damaged, so that's always a bonus. John Madden Football. Got that for the 3DO as well. Again, complete in the box. You know, big jewel cases. The back of it, yeah, it's got a small split on the back there. It looks pretty decent, to be fair. Obviously, I don't know how that compares to today's John Madden games, because I'm not really a collector of that, but nice to again get that on the 3DO. Now this next game, I can't remember if this... Welcome to the Future of Television Sports. I think this is some sort of racing game, but well, it gives it away, I suppose. Battle Sports. So really happy to have that. In fact, if I can get into it again, there you go, complete instruction manual on disc. Let's have a look at the disc. That's pretty battered. I'll have to run that through my disc cleaning machine. So really happy to own that one. And this last one, because the 3DO almost got the most love this time. You don't come across many of these. It's sealed. Just coming away there, that's a sealed game. A sealed 3DO game. What does it say on the back? 2,000 years, future mankind, fighting against the ancient enemy. And it does look pretty decent, to be fair, on the back. But Stellar 7 Draxon's Revenge. So, bit of an oddball. Never had a 3DO sealed game, never come across one before. That was off eBay, so I did pay a little bit more, but I don't mind. Because, like I say, it is sealed. Even though it is slowly coming apart, to be fair. Now, those and the previous games, they've all been off eBay, but I've been very sort of... I want them, but I don't want to pay a lot of money for them. So that probably took me nearly 12 months to get hold of those games, and I've paid anything between £1 to £15 per game for that long. Let's move on. Right, we're going to have to go backwards a little bit because I missed this one. There's always one game in there that sort of slips between my fingers, and that is the fantastic DuckTales on the NES. Now, the condition of the box on this, I'd say, is fair. It's not great because it is certainly worn, but the condition of the contents inside, let's just throw it all out. The instruction manual. Yeah, one slight little crease in the corner, but apart from that, it's in very good condition. Again, with the sleeve, let's have a look at that. No wear on the label, no wear whatsoever. So possibly only ever played a few times, but really happy to add this to my collection. And DuckTales, as you all know, is an absolutely fantastic game to play. Right, moving on over to the Sega Saturn. It's a console I would really like to get hold of every game. So, I picked up a few for that, not a huge amount, but I've got Steep Slope Sliders. this doesn't look too bad. I'm saying that looks blocky as hell on the back. And I must admit, these are the cases I don't particularly... Oh, look at that. Hang on. I'll look at that in a minute. So, completing the box itself is in cracking condition, but these cases, they're a pain in the ass because you've got the little bit cut out here. I broke these before now trying to open them, so I'm a lot more wary these days. But what's this we've got here, which is inside it? Oh, I see. It's to teach you all to do the special moves. Obviously, it's certainly faded there a little bit. What's it? Computer and Video Games Weekly. Who remembers them? I'm just looking at the back here now. Soul Blade PlayStation, Resident Evil PlayStation, Rage Racer PlayStation, V-Rally PlayStation. It's actually the high scores, so... Ooh, Destruction Derby, Tekken 2, Time Crisis, Resident Evil Saturn, Battle Mode, Jill, 998 points, A grade. Always nice to find stuff like this in with the games, just brilliant. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, got that one, really happy with that. I also picked up NHL Power Play. Again, the cases, for a change, are in really good condition. I'm really happy with that. But I think the insides of this one, yeah, it's got all the tabs missing, so I'll come up with something to hold the disc in place. But again, that's complete in the box. This next one looks to be a little faded, and yeah, it's the cardboard. Can't be helped, I suppose. This one, it's not falling apart, which makes a change. The discs on these never hold themselves in, they never do. But this is actually a Bubble Bobble, also featuring Rainbow Islands. So, manual, I'll put that back in there. So, Bubble Bobble, what an absolute classic, who remembers that one? Now, this next one, and I've taken the advice, even though he didn't pass it me directly, from another YouTuber, and just to make sure I get his name right, it's Mr. Bad's Games. Now, if you can, check him out. He's got a fantastic gaming channel there. Just a lot of retro stuff, a hell of a lot of retro stuff. Spectrum, Commodore, GX4000, Amiga, ST, absolutely fantastic to watch. Now, it's something that he's said, and he's absolutely right. Some games, when you come across them and you spot that, oh my god, look at the value of that, and you question, you say, I'm never paying that. And in some regards, don't get me wrong, rightly so, but you spot the game years later and it's gone up another £100 and you start kicking yourselves. So you've got to buy the game. If you really want it, you want to add it to your collection, sometimes it's better off just paying that price. And that's what I've done with this next game, because I've tried for nearly 4 years to buy this game at the right price. And at the moment, I've given up. I've absolutely given up. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it, just Google it. And yeah, that's practically what I paid for it. But I finally got added to my collection Panzer Dragoon Saga. This 4-disc epic. This was, says disc 1 and 2. This was Sega's response to Sony having a massive epic RPG game on the PlayStation. That was Final Fantasy VII. This was their attempt because they wanted one. Now the downside of this is there is a tear in the manual, but it's only on the front cover, luckily. And just to highlight that, there you go. So a little bit of a shame, but that can be repaired. It can be repaired. what you do is it's wax paper, bit of glue, wood glue, more wax paper, plenty of pressure all night, and that will actually repair it. You might not get rid of the rip, and I'll give you a nice close shot of that. You might not get rid of the rip completely, but you can also then try to tidy it up by recolouring, and that's what I'm going to attempt with that one. I've not done it for a while, so I'm going to give that my best shot, and I'll do a video on that one to show you guys what it's like. But I've wanted this game for such a long time, and let's have a look at the quality of the discs. Barely a blemish. Again, I don't know how much of that you're going to pick up, to be fair, but barely a blemish. I believe there was a box that originally would have come with this for these two to slide into. Because you've got box art there on the back. But after trying to get this for 4 years, I've given up. I've got the other two, so I've got the complete selection now, and I really am happy. But if I am serious, and this happens to all game collectors at one point or another, if you were really serious about game collecting, you have to bite the bullet, you have to pull the trigger on some games at one time or another. Don't get me wrong, if I ever do pick this up in the wilds for next to nothing, I'll be over the moon, because I probably will flog it on or hold on to it until it really ramps up in price again. But this is a game that shows no signs of slowing down. It's getting more and more expensive all the time. So Google it, and yeah, round about that price is what I've paid. Don't tell the wife. Right, we've still got quite a few to go through, so I'm going to try and ramp this up a little bit. I suppose the console that's got the least love this time is the Xbox, but Xbox exclusive Top Spin. Let's have a look at the back. It does look to be a half decent tennis game. Complete in the box, and you can't go wrong. This was a charity find for 10 pence. I'll pick up those sort of bargains all the time. Really happy to add that to the collection. Pitfall the Big Adventure on the Wii. Now, this is one I was watching on Retro Bear. Again, he's got another fantastic channel. You should try and check that one out. But Pitfall the Big Adventure. I don't know why I'd close that then. Again, complete in the box. I remember Pitfall on the original 2600. What a fantastic game that was. So, yeah, alright to own that. Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor series was a fantastic series, and back in the day you were playing these games. So, for the Wii, again, complete in the box. I've got Medal of Honor Heroes 2, and again, I forgot to mention, these are all 10p. 10p, not paid any more than that, so really happy to own those. Moving on to my most favourite console of all time, and if you are a follower of my channel, you already know that it's the PlayStation 2. It had the most varied library of any gaming system. It was the best of the lot, and it still holds the record of the most systems sold ever at 155 million. It's a cracking console, you really should be checking it out. But it got the most love, and only just because I had to duplicate one of my purchases. I purchased Black and Bruised. This was again 10p, but for whatever reason I didn't spot it didn't come with the manual. So felt a little bit hard done by, so for 50p I picked it up again. Sorry, throwing it all over the place now. I picked it up again for 50p, this time with the manual, because I've reached the point where certainly classic games like these, I will not buy them anymore, not without the manual, because if I want them complete, finding the manuals on their own is an absolute pain in the arse. I would rather just spend that little bit more to get what I want these days. So happy to own this. It looks like a really quirky fighting game. It really does look quirky, so can't wait to give that one a go. I've also picked up Donald Duck Quack Attack. Now again, this was 10p, complete in the box. There you have it. I've also picked up, and I've been after this for a while, I actually did pay £2 for this one, but it is the Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick. I mean, just look at that box art, that's brilliant. You know, Ash is back, baby. If you grew up, obviously, watching these sort of films, I mean, originally The Evil Dead was like a B-movie, wasn't it? It was a horror movie, but great games, great times. Couple of quid, I've been after this for a while, I had to have it because the condition is pretty good. You know, yeah, the case looks fine, there's hardly any rips or tears anywhere, and inside it's fantastic. But moving on, I also picked up again for 10p, Sniper Assault. Complete. But this looks half decent. Sniper Assault, what we got here? Sniper Assault takes you to the heart of the hostile area with a wide number of missions. Can you guide your soldiers right through the warfare zone and neutralise different groups of enemies? So yeah, pretty good. I also picked up, because I heard this game mentioned recently, and I thought, you know what, I've got to have it. And it's McFarlane's Evil Prophecy. Now, looking at the back of this looks brilliant. McFarlane's monsters come to life. That looks brilliant. Of course, complete in the box. That I've actually paid £3 for. I know I'm getting dearer, aren't I? And this last one, it's actually sealed, and it's called Zombie Zone. Sealed game. And I'm like that, should I break the seal or not? A skillful swordswoman, a gory action game. Now, I don't know if you spotted it, the front there, but the front cover, see the bird in the bikini wearing the hat? That caught my attention, and it wasn't until I started flicking through my Xbox 360 games that I suddenly realised that looks very similar, if not the same bird, from a Quacker Chamber. And I hope that might not even buy it. It might be Chakabara. Anyway, bikini samurai sword. It's the same girl. It's the same hat. It's almost the same bikini. Sorry. And this is just a quirky zombie fighting game. It really is. I'm wondering if this is the very first game. So I'll have to do a little bit of research on that one. But it's sealed. Oh man. Do I, don't I? Because I know deep down that'll be worth quite a bit. I've not got many sealed games, to be fair, and a few of them I have ended up buying them again when they're only already open. So I'll have to give that one some thought. But that's the PlayStation 2 out the way. Right, we've still got 4 different consoles to go. Xbox 360 is next, because there's only a few of them. And again, these were 10 pence each. Just bargains at that price. Because these games must have been, obviously, £30–40 each. Dragon's Dogma Dark Rising. And again, yeah, the case is battered. I can replace the case, though. I'm not bothered about that. You know, Defy the Depths of Darkness. So that looks to be an absolute cracking game. I've got some Dragon Dogma games on the PS3, but I've certainly not got this one, so happy to add that. Now, this next one, when it originally came out, it was actually a PlayStation 2 exclusive, but this is Zone of Enders, and it's the HD collection, and I think this is 1 and 2. Oh, it's actually got Metal Gear Rising Revenge demo in there. Let's just see what it says in the back. Zone of Enders HD Collection contains the two highly popular classic action games, so it is both of them. But again, for 10 pence, you can't go wrong, and it's actually quite a good game. From what I can remember, you take control of this mech, or robot if you like, and you're trying to save people. It's a cracking game, fantastic game when that first came out. Moving on over now to the PlayStation 3, and what I've got here is, I think this is the Japanese version. In fact, I know it's the Japanese version. It's Africa, and what you do in this game is you will take photos of the animals as they're going past. It's quite an expensive game to pick up, so I picked up the Japanese version because I can certainly play those on my console, because I've got a PlayStation Test console, which is basically a dev kit, so it plays PlayStation 3, 2, 1 games, all regions, no matter what. And that was £1. Next game was again 10 pence from the charity shop, and that's Pro Evolution Soccer 2010. I know football games, they're all 2 a penny, and this too, I suppose to some extent, is going to be nothing more than a shelf filler. Case is damaged, but I have got spares. But yeah, I'm happy to add that to my collection. This next one, again, I could argue maybe it's a bit of a shelf filler, but looking at some rugby games recently, I'm happily surprised of just how good they look. Rugby World Cup 2011. And on the back there, they just look fantastic, to be fair. And again, that's complete in the box. This next game, I actually purchased it from CEX. Excuse me, they had a bit of an offer on, so I paid £1. And that is Dead Island Game of the Year edition. So for £1, but I didn't spot that. So I'm a little bit wound up that it hasn't got a manual, but I'm just going to have to live with it. I'll see if I can pick one up, but it just drives me nuts trying to pick up manuals for these games these days. This next one, now, I don't see many videos on this. Lock and Load, it says on the back, and that is wet. This looks to be a great game. Ruby Malone, gun for hire, equipped with the arsenal of aerobatic moves, over-the-top sword skills, and dual pistols. Well, it's got my interest peaked. I'll have to check that one out. Complete. And this last one, again, can you believe only 10 pence? And it's Doom 3, the BFG edition, in the cardboard sleeve. Complete. And what I like about this one is the box art. Certainly, I mean, look at that. That is fantastic. Obviously, the other side there. But that just looks awesome. Absolutely awesome, that looks. And again, for 10 pence, for a game that would have cost 50 quid, you can't go wrong. Absolutely cannot go wrong. These bargains are out there. You've just got to get off your arse, go out and go find them. It's always a little bit of hit and miss though. Some days it's as if all your dreams have been answered. Other days there's absolutely nothing and you walk away empty-handed. But hey ho. Moving on now to a console, which is again a console I would like to do a complete collection of, and it is doable. There is only, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain there's only like 170 or less games for this. Now the first game I'm going to start off is the game, and the one and only game I purchased at Play Expo Blackpool. There were bargains there, don't get me wrong. There were games for £1, certainly PlayStation 2 games. But if you've got them all, it's just not worth it. And for a lot of them, I already had. As for the rest of the games, to be honest, it felt like it was just market value. So unless you're looking for games to pick up that you absolutely have not got, The bargains to be found were very hard and few between, I thought. But I picked up this one. It is the going rate. I did pay £15 for it. I must say it is in fantastic condition, and that is Super Luigi U. So really happy to own that. You know, paid the going rate, but I wanted to at least come away with one game, so I decided that was it. Next game is a game I've got already, I think, on the PlayStation 3, but it's Minecraft, the Wii U edition. This is a series of games I've still yet to play. I've not bothered with Minecraft one little bit. And of course, with this one, no manual, but there was no manuals anyway. The disc, not a blemish, but what I really like about Wii U discs is they feel thicker than normal Blu-rays or DVDs or whatever it is. They just feel, you know, substantial. Feels like you are paying for quality, which does make a change. I also picked up, and this is sealed, The Legend of Kay, and it's the anniversary edition. Now again, this is sealed. I know at some point this is going to be worth quite a bit. And Wii U games, certain games are still really cheap to purchase, but there's a lot of them that are starting to hike up in price. So if this is a console you really do want to collect for, you need to be jumping on the bandwagon sooner rather than later. But this looks to be a great game. I mean, the graphics on the back look fantastic, so I might have to purchase that one again. Sonic Lost World Deadly 6 Edition, complete with what little manual there is. And again, this was a charity find. I paid 20p for that. And this last one, I believe the second game is fantastic on the Switch, and this is in an absolute fantastic condition. Super Mario Maker. Just to get it out the box. So obviously you've got the game. There you go, in a nice quirky yellow cover. But what you also get is, if you get it complete, is the book. And just to, excuse me, show you a few pages there. And I like this. I think it tries to teach you how to make the levels, or show you different ways and different skills. But that's brilliant, absolutely awesome. You know what, the condition of this, I doubt it's ever been read. I doubt anyone's ever even looked at it properly. So really happy to add that to my collection. And that's the Wii U out the way. Right, we're down to the last system, and it is of course the PlayStation 4. I don't seem to be able to buy any Xbox One games just recently. I can't seem to find them at the right price, and the games that I'm trying to only collect for it are Xbox One only. So if there's any games out there that you guys think I should be trying to check out for that console, let me know in the comments. Anyway, they've had more than enough time, this company now, to fix, and it's Hello Games, to fix all the bugs in this game. And I'm being told by people that, yeah, it is now starting to live up to the hype. But this is a game that's been out for certainly more than 12 months now. And that is No Man's Sky. I finally decided I need to pick this one up. I've only played a little, not a lot, but what I've seen has blown me away. And it is at last a cracking game. Next one. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce this. This is Warhammer, The End Times, and is that X or V? Let's have a look at the side. Vermintide I'm going to go with. Yeah, it's got to be a V, just the way that it's wrote. But that looks to be brilliant. Team up with 3 friends, work together, thin out the Ratmen's forces and drive them out the city. Case is a little battered there on the back. I can live with that. But cracking game. And as usual, yeah, no manual. Disc is in there. This next one, I suddenly went on a bit of a Wolfenstein sort of trip. So first of all, I picked up Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. Tried to purchase the New Blood, but couldn't get it at the right price, so I'll have to bide my time with that one. So happy to own that, but I also picked up Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. I wouldn't also mind trying to pick up Wolfenstein Virtual Reality, where you play as one of the robots. But you know, the Wolfenstein series is a brilliant series, fantastic. You know, first-person shoot 'em ups. You know, I suppose it's what the world would it have been if the Nazis had won the war, sort of thing. But they take it really to an absolute another level. You know, the amount of robots that you come across in these sort of games, and it's just brilliant, totally quirky, totally different, an absolute fantastic game. And that's it. I'm just about out of breath, to be quite honest with you. I've got a few rare games there now that I've managed to add to my collection, and as probably a few of you know, this is a collection that really, yeah, I'm building it up for myself, don't get me wrong. I enjoy collecting games, but it's something to leave my daughters when I'm gone, and it's up to them what to do with it, so it'll be their nest egg at some point. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments, please. Let me know your thoughts. I'd be really interested. I always do enjoy your guys' feedback, I really do. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank you for supporting me. I'll catch you again. Take care.
That sounds so good.
You should join us. We could always use more good people.
I'm sorry. Did you need this boat?
Yes, motherfucker.